It's a double Rose review night. Let's talk about it. How y'all doing? Welcome to Let's Talk About It. Music Review Season 10, Part 2. How y'all doing? We're doing 2 episodes a day, all the way through December. And we're ending off Season 10 with a goddamn bang, guys. So after this episode, check out the next review. It should be already up. And welcome to the show, guys. We have a good show. Because today, we are covering Rose once again. Because, guys, you know, when I was listening to these songs and I was listening to this album and I was really soaking it in, guys, one of the things that I really enjoy about this album is the variety of pop production in this album. And this is one of those songs here today, which this song is called Game Boy. And as you know, the little device that you play, when I was, well, it's before any of y'all's time probably, but the Game Boy was a Game Boy. And also, Game Boy in this song instance means a guy who breaks somebody's heart, which is kind of crazy. So let's talk about it, guys. I had a couple of points I want to get off my chest. Before we get into that, guys, if you're on YouTube, Spotify, Pandora, wherever you get your podcast at, make sure you follow, turn on notifications, guys. 2 episodes a day. We're back, we are back. And let's talk about this song, Rose, Game Boy. Got a couple of points I want to get off my chest. Starting off with the number 1, let's talk about the beat. Look, guys, I really like this beat. I like the production. I like the pop production, the hard-hitting drums. I think overall, I also really like the bass in this song. You can really just get that, wobble kind of bass effect this whole song, which I really like. I think it adds a nice little kind of rhythm, kind of little bit of a thump to this track, and it just makes it overall really good. So, overall, I really enjoy this production. I think, Game Boy has some of the best here. When that hook kicks in, that production kicks in, the drums let off, the guitar lets off, and it kind of just does its own thing. Reminds me of, some Taylor Swift kind of S-type instrumental here. But overall, I think this one's really good. It has a nice build-up. It also has a nice climax, which sometimes, some pop songs, have really good build-up, really nice build-up, but then they don't really deliver on the hook. The hook is kind of underbaked, whether that's, production-wise or etc. So, when you're listening to these songs and you're really enjoying them, and you're liking the build-up, and then that climax comes with the hook, and it just doesn't hit the same, and you're kind of just waiting there like, well, goddamn. Now, look, guys, one of the things that I also love about this track is that the instrumental, I would say, has really nice background effects too. We have Rose's background vocals. We also have these little tap kind of thumps in this beat. Reminds me of plucking a guitar or something. We have some of that too, which just brings really great variety in the production and the instrumental, and overall just makes it absolutely goddamn fantastic. And yeah, I think overall it just makes it such a way more goddamn enjoyable experience. So overall, guys, when I'm talking about this production, I think overall it's some of the best on here. I like the pop. I like the Taylor Swift kind of vibe here. I think overall Game Boy's production is definitely on point. And it's like playing a goddamn Game Boy. It's absolutely on point. So, yeah, I'm going to give it points, for real. This production absolutely hits. Some of the best I've heard. Really great, nice variety. And yeah, but let's get into those, to my next point, which, my second point is going to be, those verses. Let's talk about these verses. I like the singing. I like the flow of the singing. And overall, I really like how this track kind of flows together. We have different flow switch-ups. We also have different vocal tone switch-ups too, which just add just a nice variety and makes it where, you're going to have an enjoyable experience listening to the song. And I really like that. It makes this song where you really enjoy it. And it just, it's replayable. When you have all these switch-ups in the verses, it just makes the song way more enjoyable. And you can go back and just kind of keep listening and listening and listening and listening. So overall, I really honestly, I really enjoy these verses here. I think the singing is on point. Lyrics are also pretty much on point too. I like everything about these verses. They absolutely hit. And yeah, I'm going to say, guys, I think these verses absolutely goddamn hit. Now, let's move on and talk about the hook. Now, when I'm talking about the hook, does the hook bang? Does the hook go goddamn crazy? Is the hook gonna knock your goddamn socks off, alright? And I would say absolutely it fucking does, alright? It's like you're sitting there eating an apple pot pie, alright? Not an apple pot pie, a chicken pot pie, alright? I don't want that apple shit. And a nice little baked chicken pot pie, and it absolutely goddamn hits. I feel that on this hook. Vocals are absolutely on point. I really enjoy the hook. I think overall, the hook is really goddamn enjoyable. So yeah, guys, overall, Game Boy is absolutely a banger track. Absolutely a banger title, thumbnail, everything. I said thumbnail. But yeah, I think overall everything absolutely hits, guys. And yeah, let me know. How do you feel about this track? Overall, we'll go over everything once again, Production was really good. I really like the variety of production here. I think it overall hits. And I think overall production definitely deserves a lot of good big points too, because it just makes the track a way more enjoyable goddamn experience. Now, I like those verses. I think I like the flow. I like the flow switch ups, the vocal switch ups. I like everything in there. It just makes the track way more enjoyable to listen to. Make it where you can just, kind of really enjoy the track, which I definitely like. And overall, guys, I like this song. It's a good song. One of the good tracks off this album. I'm going to give this song 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10, guys. What did y'all think about it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? I don't know. Let me know, guys. Thank you so much for listening, guys. If you're on YouTube, Spotify, Pandora, wherever you get your podcast at, make sure you follow, turn on notifications, because we're dropping 2 episodes a day. So don't go anywhere, guys. The next episode should be up while you're hearing this, so go check that out. 2 episodes a day, guys. The next one should be up. We're actually doing a double Rose review. So we're actually doing 2 Rose reviews tonight. The next one is going to be Stay a Little Longer. So, so stay a little longer, guys, and check out the next review. All right, guys, I'll see y'all later. You have a good one. Yeah, I'm going to get out of here. Bye.